Another major star ready to sign new Liverpool deal as Slot makes decision after excellent season. Liverpool are ready to open talks with winger Luis Diaz over signing an improved deal at Anfield, with the move already given the green light by Arne Slot, and the manager's decision over the Colombian has forced Jamie Carragher into something of an awkward U-turn. The Reds have had plenty of reasons to cheer in recent weeks, having celebrated the recent contract extensions for Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk before going on to seal the Premier League title last weekend for only the second time since the competition was formed. And while Trent Alexander-Arnold looks set to get away, Liverpool are determined to ensure another wave of stars quickly sign up and avoid repeat scenarios. To that end, all of Alisson Becker, Ibrahima Konate and Diaz all see their deals expiring. Within the next 2 years, Diaz moved to Anfield in January 2022 for a fee of 37.5 million from FC Porto, signing an initial deal through to June 2027. Strongly linked with the exit door in recent months, the likes of PSG, Barcelona and clubs in the Saudi Pro League have all been tipped as potential suitors. However, after enjoying his best season, yet at Anfield, in which the Colombian scored 16 times and added 8 assists so far from 47 appearances, it's reported by Sky Sports News that Liverpool are now ready to open new deal talks with Diaz. Breaking the news, their reporter stated, "Let's just bring you some breaking news from Liverpool. The man who started the comeback against Spurs last Sunday was Luis Diaz, and Liverpool will hold talks about extending his contract at the club at the end of this season. We have seen this season dominated by conversations about contracts at Liverpool, with Trent Alexander-Arnold, Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah all in the final year of their deals. The captain and Salah have both signed new deals, and now it looks as though Liverpool will be looking to extend Luis Diaz's stay at the club, having arrived in January 2022 from Porto and having enjoyed an excellent season at Anfield. The move to open new deal talks with Diaz is understood to have come at the request of Slot, who has been thrilled by the 28-year-old's contribution this season, often asking him to operate in a central striker's role, rather than his more familiar left-wing spot. That view is also shared by The Athletic's James Pearce, who claims Liverpool and Slot are determined to reward Diaz after what he describes as his best season for the club. Currently earning a modest $55,000 a week, his wages are dwarfed by some of his big-name teammates at Anfield, meaning it is quite right the 63 times capped Colombia winger earns a significantly higher wage. The move to tie Diaz down to a new deal has also been backed by Jamie Carragher, who previously was of the mindset that the South American could be one to leave this summer. "I think he's been one of the best left wingers in the Premier League this season," Carragher told Sky Sports. "I don't think he's quite Sadio Mane. So, in Liverpool supporters' eyes, we haven't quite replaced, or we haven't got our Mane, if you like. But how many of them is there about? If I'm being honest, I think for the majority of this season, up until Christmas, I was thinking you sell Luis Diaz in the summer, but I think the way he's played and the way Liverpool's front line might change, and with the fact he can now play through the middle in the manager's eyes, I think he's going to stay, and it might be other players who move on in the front line other than Luis Diaz." Liverpool latest 3 deals ruled out. Big Klopp to Real Madrid update. Meanwhile, with the Reds expected to spend big this summer, it's now been revealed that 3 attacking stars linked with transfers to Liverpool are not on the club's shortlist, with a report detailing which players Slot and co are actually pursuing elsewhere. While it's no secret that Real Madrid want Alexander-Arnold signed and available to play in the Club World Cup, Liverpool are now understood to have greenlit an early exit if 3 conditions are met, according to a report. And finally, Fabrizio Romano has provided a telling update on whether iconic former boss Jurgen Klopp will succeed Carlo Ancelotti as manager of Real Madrid. Liverpool are reportedly set to open contract talks with another key player after striking deals for Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk in an attempt to stave off confirmed transfer interest. There was uncertainty surrounding Salah and Van Dijk for months before the duo eventually penned new terms with the Reds, and now they're set to play at Anfield for at least one more season. Arne Slot is keen to make additions this summer, but key to his plans is also keeping hold of his most important players who've helped Liverpool lift the Premier League title with games to spare. According to the Mail, Liverpool are now set to open talks with winger Luis Diaz at the end of the season, signalling their intention to keep the Colombian. Diaz, 28, currently has 2 years remaining on his deal, and the report claims that he is due to sit down with Liverpool chiefs to make a decision on his future this summer. However, he is far from the only Reds player to be facing an uncertain future. There is no change regarding Alexander-Arnold, who is still expected to sign for Real Madrid on a free transfer at the end of June. Meanwhile, centre-back Ibrahima Konate has 1 year remaining on his contract and is yet to agree fresh terms with Liverpool. The report adds Saudi Arabia switch possible for Luis Diaz. Sources Team Talk contributor Ben Jacobs revealed on April 29th that Diaz is one of 6 Liverpool stars who could leave this summer. There is concrete interest from multiple clubs in Diaz, who's notched 16 goals and 8 assists in 47 games across all competitions this season. Paris Saint-Germain and Barcelona have both been heavily linked with Diaz, but we understand that a switch to Saudi Arabia is a real possibility for the winger. Al Nassr are big admirers of Diaz, and they would be prepared to offer him significantly higher wages than he currently earns at Anfield. Whether they come forward with a bid remains to be seen, but Al Nassr are in the market for a new left winger, and Diaz figures highly on their shortlist. With this in mind, if Liverpool are able to tie Diaz down to a new deal, it would extinguish the possibility of him leaving this summer and also put the club in a stronger negotiating position in the future. Newcastle will be looking to go to the next level this summer by making quality additions to Eddie Howe's squad, and one position that is expected to be addressed by sporting director Paul Mitchell is goalkeeper. Nick Pope and Martin Dubravka have both had spells as number 1 this season, but neither has been able to make the position their own with quality performances. As a result, it has been decided that Newcastle will venture into the market at the end of the season in order to bring in a new starting goalkeeper. James Trafford has been a target since last summer, but Burnley's promotion back to the Premier League could mean that a deal is more difficult. As such, Newcastle have started to identify other targets, and according to the Chronicle, Liverpool's Karim Kelleher is an alternative to Trafford. The Irish goalkeeper is expected to leave Anfield in the summer due to the arrival of